Здорово, Михаил, спасибо. Тебе тоже хорошего настроения. Так, тут квест вроде какой-то должен быть, но почему-то его нет. Может, это типа цепочка. Посмотрим потом. Привет, Алиншев. Да, чуть осталось. Не знаю, что я буду делать еще на самом деле. Как 60 апну. Посмотрим, видимо. Сегодня БГ выкатит в мире, хоть попроще квест станет, надеюсь, хоть чуть-чуть. Но, по идее, намного проще должно будет быть. Мне вот интересно, во сколько БГ, типа, выкатит. И когда ресет будет недели. Что, типа, если я 60 апну, ну вот скоро, что, скорее всего, наверное, через 4 или 5. Я бы, может, какой-нибудь сходил бы РД, сделал атюнное МК и сходил бы с пагами в МК. До ресета было бы неплохо, если бы успел. Просто я не знаю, во сколько ресет. Я вчера на стриме спрашивал. Никто мне так и не сказал. Ресет утром в среду. БГ вечером. Понятно, спасибо. Ну, значит, могу, типа, попробовать сделать атюн на МК и с богами сходить в МК. До ресета как раз хорошо бы сходить. Да, будь то доспекция, наверное, в SM Ruin. Хороший однако. Может, даже продать получится.
Since it stops raining, you'll leave.
I hope that the rain will never stop. If it continues, I'll be able to stay here forever. That wasn't meant to be a joke.
Do you ever sleep? I go to work, you're streaming, and when I go home from work, you're still streaming. Well, it's not like I'm still streaming since yesterday. I slept, and then, well, then I woke up and started streaming again. The dedication though. Well, I don't know, man. It's like I don't like classic that much, as I mentioned like many times on stream. But yeah, somehow I guess the game is still like addictive. See, I mean, I've been playing it a lot. Well, I guess mainly because there's really not much else to play right now. All private servers are dead. There's nowhere to play arena except BFA, which I kind of don't want to do. So yeah, I guess maybe that's partly the reason why, but I think yeah, in general, classic is addictive, man. Even for someone like me who doesn't like it as much. I guess it's not like I don't like it, I just, you know, I don't like it as much as arena, I think, but it's okay. And I'm not even trying to rush to level 60 ASAP, you know, get my, you know, ding, get my level 60 and start doing something. I don't even know what I'll be doing when I ding. I'm just playing kind of aimlessly, really. I mean, I have something in mind, but I'm not really trying to get that 60 ASAP, just playing. Don't tell anybody, but there's a new World server out there that I'm gonna start playing tomorrow, and I wasn't talking about dedication to vanilla, but dedication to streaming, mate. Oh, I see. Well, I think I'm not really dedicated to streaming either. It's just that I thought, why not stream if I'm playing, you know? I'm at this level where I'm able to fight level 60 solo gankers, and maybe even groups of 2 if they're under-geared and don't play too well, so that could be fun. And I mean, since I'm playing anyway, why not stream as well? That's kind of my take on it. It's not like I'm dedicated to streaming really. But yeah, anyway. As for Wrath server, I mean, I don't know, man. I hope it's good, but I kinda doubt it'll be good, to be honest. I guess you're talking about Sunwell, their new room, or maybe not. That one has been released, I think, a while ago, or maybe not. Man, I'm not sure. You say the server is about 3 weeks old, so it could be that new Sunwell realm. But I don't know, man. Their previous server was shit, in my opinion. I didn't like it at all. I played there for a few weeks, leveled up a priest, geared it up a bit in dungeons and stuff. Played some arena and I was just disgusted. Didn't want to play there. Sold the character shortly after. The server was not looking good to me at all, especially in PvP, which is what I care about. I mean, arena more specifically. There were so many bugs and it seemed like, you know, people behind the server didn't care about PvP whatsoever, and they didn't have a clue either. They didn't know how it should work and shit like that. Okay. Fair enough. I'm dead. Hey, resisted nade as well. If he didn't resist that nade, I think I would have killed him. Because I was gonna nade him, he didn't have Zerg Rage. I was gonna nade him into fear. Without Zerg Rage, it would have been the end for him. And I know what you're saying, man. Vanilla is strategy addicting. I find myself playing it when I don't even care. LOL. Yeah. You know, it's strange. I don't necessarily like the game, but I mean, I don't mind it, as I said. It's not like I hate it or something. Just not. I'm not the biggest fan of it. That's all. And I still, yeah, I find myself playing it a lot lately, especially. I forget the name, but I got the video telling me about it in my liked. I gotta rewatch it. It's ×3 experience, still 68, and gaining popularity because of people waiting for RPGs to come out. Could be worth checking out. Well, nah, I don't think I'll be even checking that out. I know I won't be playing on Wrath servers. I don't want to play on private servers in general, man. No matter Wrath or TBC or Mists of Pandaria, whatever it is. Don't really want to play it. Yeah, I get it. A lot of private server people only care about PvE. I've noticed that. Yeah, I mean, 95% or something of all private servers were PvE oriented. PvE slash progression slash social bullshit. You know, only few servers ever did anything for PvP, anything to improve arena, anything to anything that's at all related to PvP and arena. Usually people running those servers are, well, so clueless when it comes to arena and PvP. They have no idea whatsoever what they're dealing with, what they're doing. And that's how most private servers were and still are. That's one of the reasons why I don't want to play private servers anymore, unless I know that people running the server are, you know, PvP slash arena people, if I may say so. Like, you know, if they have experience in PvP and arena, only then I'm gonna be interested at this point. Anyway, I'm off to bed. I'll tune in soon. You've turned into one of my favorite streamers, oddly enough. Well, thanks, man. See you then. I mean, see you tomorrow or whatever. Best of luck, Kyle. Thanks, dude. How do you like BFA? I didn't like it. Honestly, I didn't mind Arena that much. I thought it was okay, and I would keep playing it if I could just play Arena. If grinding, you know, Azerite and other shit wouldn't be a necessity. If I didn't have to, like, step into raids or even, like, Mythic Plus dungeons, which I honestly didn't mind as much. I thought, you know, Mythic Plus keys were one of the best things in the game. I personally don't like PvE, I never did. But I didn't mind Mythic dungeons too much. they were fine in my opinion. And Blizzard did a good job with it, I think. Like, at least good enough. But yeah, the fact that you have to raid and like PvE a lot to compete in PvP in arena on high rating is fucking ridiculous, and it's so stupid. I don't like it at all. If I could just play arena and be able to compete with other players without having to spend so much time doing PvE, raiding, you know, doing Mythic Plus dungeons and shit like that, I would play it. Like, even though I don't like arena that much either, it's okay in my opinion. It's not bad, but it's not great either. I'd much rather play, I don't know, any other expansion, I guess. Wrath, TBC, Mists, anything. But yeah, since I can just spam arena like I normally would, without having to worry about grinding my gear and, I mean, getting my gear, get my character geared up, doing all that shit, which on BFA means that you have to PvE. Yeah, I would play it then, but as it is, I don't like the game at all. I think the only aspect of BFA that's good is PvE, basically. Mythic dungeons are okay, like they're good, well made or whatever, I don't know what to call them. But basically, yeah, that aspect is good. Raiding is probably good, that's what I heard. I didn't raid myself, so I don't know. But I heard raiding, like, raids are good, PvE in raids is good. So I guess that's the only thing BFA is good for, really, because arena is not that great. You know, the MMO aspect of the game is garbage compared to classic, especially, I guess, because classic is really probably the best game and the best version of World of Warcraft when it comes to like the MMO aspect of it. You know, progressing your character, grinding your gold, your whatever reputation, doing anything that's related to your character progression. Vanilla is king when it comes to that. Way better than BFA. BFA in that regard is complete fucking dog shit of a game, in my opinion. So yeah, that's pretty much what I think about it. Близы написали, что ПГ появится после ресета и обновления в 5 утра. Это типа в 5 утра завтра, получается. Ну, очевидно, да. Ну окей. Не то чтобы сильно и хотелось мне этого БГ. I wanna fight that warrior again that killed me just recently. Oh, this can be good. Ah, never mind. It's completely useless. Who would do this item? I mean, this is good for Alliance, right? Because they have Paladins. Sick for Paladins, I'd imagine. But on Horde, it's completely useless. And maybe I should keep it. Find some use for it later on. Trade it somehow to Alliance. Or, you know, trade it for something else with an Alliance player. Something like that. I doubt it though, I don't think it's that valuable. It's probably whatever. Costs like maybe 10G or some shit. If I had to guess. Oh, nice. It seems like they've cleared the area. That's good for me. Maybe I should skip this shit. This like necklace thing. I'm only gonna get like 8k experience from that quest. I think. Nah, a bit more. More like 10k. the drop chance on this shit is so low. Like, it's only 3% from Berserk type mobs and 0.5% from other types. So ideally I should only kill Berserks, I think. I think I'll kill this one. And this one I guess as well. Go back to that area with caves. Where it come from. Where I get ganked by the warrior. Kill the berserks there. And if it doesn't drop all Hearthstone to Everlook, do this shit. Kill the berserks here. Kill the elite lion. There. And if by then this shit doesn't drop, I'll just skip it. I don't know, I think that's the move at least. Though I'm kind of lacking experience from quests. I'm almost done with quests. I have some left here, like some elite quests in Plaguelands, some turn-ins here, a few more. And then I'll have to finish up in a dungeon or something. I want to do BRD, but it's too early. Does this shit have any use? This necklace? Or whatever it is? Doesn't look like it. Okay. I needed to collect echoes or echoes or whatever those are called. I thought the guy was gonna kill some of those, or like he needed them. I guess that's a no. Thanks for helping, by the way. Garbage sack pulled more mobs. Yeah, he's gonna fuck you. What a dog! What a dog!
You're in trouble now.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to listen to is an experiment in
Because this guy doesn't care. I need rank 1 Rain of Fire. Warning. Здорово. Что-то говорят они, что их тут двое, походу. Ну хуй с ними. Вроде у этой залупы 3% шанс дропа. С берсерков. Why'd you decide to play Lock? Well, because I figured Warlock is good for anything. Or like everything. No matter what you do. As a Warlock, you're good at it. Like, you PvE, it's good. It's good in PvP. It's good in leveling. It's easy to grind gold on it. Warlock is just like overall a very good class. And I couldn't decide which class I wanted to play anyway. So I thought, why not Warlock? I never played Warlock, so it's also, you know, it's something new for me. So that kind of makes it more interesting, I guess. What private servers/servers have the best arena scene nowadays? None, in my opinion. They all suck. I was on Nightbane about a year ago, but quit early because the arena scene kind of sucked. Well, yeah, no wonder. I don't know, man. I can only suggest Endless, but it's not out yet. It'll be released in February 2020. So in about 2 months. And yeah, I could only suggest that server or recommend it. All other private servers are garbage right now. I wouldn't play on them myself, and therefore I don't want to recommend them. None of them have any decent arena, both in terms of population and competition. It sucks on every single server. So yeah, I guess check out Endless GG sometimes. I'm not 100% sure it'll be a good server, but most likely it will be. I know people that are working on the server and they're good at what they're doing. They know the game well. You know, they have some developers that have first-hand experience in arena and PvP. Like some of them play at rank 1 level. Like one of the guys. The other guy is also a decent player. He's not like a top tier player, I guess, but he you know, he's had 2200 plus, let's say, an arena tournament back in TBC, like TBC arena tournament, I mean, and also 2200 plus on war main, so he's kind of experienced in arena, although he's not quite a top tier player in my opinion, but it doesn't matter. Like, he knows the game good enough, way better than most of the people working on those other private servers. And I mean, yeah. I think worst case scenario is gonna be like War main version 2.0. Maybe not in terms of population. Maybe it will be less populated because War main, you know, have more reputation, and these guys are doing it for the first time. It's their first server, their first attempt at it. And War main has been around for years, and you know, they have a name that people trust, and they, you know, all that shit. And these guys are new, so I think it won't be as populated, but I think it'll be a good server. So I could only recommend that one. Others I wouldn't recommend. That one is gonna be really tough to solo. I don't think so. Unless she's immune to fear. Then yes. But otherwise, it's gonna be very easy. I guess we're about to see. Just need to get this fucking sacred mid to finally drop. There's two of them and they hit hard. Well, first of all, even if there's two of them, which I know what you're talking about, there is, but I'll show you a trick how to pull her alone. Or how to fight her alone. I know she summons an ad, I guess. But you can avoid that. You can fight her alone. And even if they were two, I could still probably manage it because, well, I'm a warlock. And unless they're immune to fear, I can kill anything pretty much. So what you need to do in order to avoid her summoning the ad is to drag her across the river. It kind of sucks. I wasn't ready. I didn't think she would aggro. But anyway, yeah, you drag her over here across the river and just fight her like here. I think I'll get my pet again just to speed this up. I think this way she's still gonna summon an ad, but he'll be stuck in there. He won't come over here. That's still tough actually. Especially, okay, never mind, he's helping me. I thought he was gonna kill me. But, I mean, I would have managed without him, without his help for sure. But yeah, she's not that easy, I guess. Not that easy to kill, even if she's alone. I totally would have ganked you there. Yeah, I think most people would. But, you know, luckily for me, not all of them. Well, I was pretty sure that he was gonna gank me. I was like, okay, here comes. This game teaches you to always expect the worst out of people. Because in like 90% of the situations, yeah, they will do something shitty or toxic. Like kill you when you're doing an escort quest, or trying to solo an elite, or fighting some even random mobs and you're low at HP and they'll gank you. Shit like this is always happening on Classic. Constantly. And very often is that the case that someone will actually help you. Especially if they can gain honor for killing you. One of my favorite things to do is patrol Red Ridge Mountain and gank all the lobbies. Oh man. I'm not with you on that. It's pretty weird then that you're watching my stream, if I'm being honest, because I don't know, I would expect people that are like overall more chill and like don't do shit like that to be tuning in to my stream. But I guess not. Dude, can this garbage necklace finally drop? It's like I've killed over 30 berserks at this point, and the thing has 3% chance to drop according to Wowhead. I could get it by now. I don't even want to kill these because these only have 0.5% chance of dropping it. Again, according to Wowhead. So I don't even want to bother, especially as they're low level. Привет, Узбек, здорово, Дим. I guess these crazed and moon-touched, moon-touched old beasts are sharing spawns with berserks, so I guess I might as well. Might as well kill them. Are you planning to grind ranks? Probably not. I guess I'll play some BGs, some random BGs, not pre-mains. At least initially. I don't have any plans for, you know, going for higher ranks or anything like that, or playing in a really good guild, tryharding, doing any of that. I might, you know, end up eventually doing all that stuff, but at least as of now, that's not something I want to do. You don't need to try hard at all. One raid every week, 60 minutes slow. It's free gear basically. Well, yeah, I guess. But then you still gotta bring consumables. You know, you have to be there on time and all that shit. I don't know. It could be more convenient for me to just trade with pugs. Even though the experience isn't gonna be as good, you know, it'll take longer. And I'm less likely to get gear, to get some items. But I feel like I have more freedom that way. And since I don't really care too much about gearing up, obtaining those items, and doing all that stuff, I think I'll be just pugging for a while at least. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I'm about to dink in maybe 3 hours, I would say. 3 or 4 hours, something like that, I guess. And I have no idea what I'll do yet. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Rather play some TBC arena, huh? I mean, nah, I'm not sure. I feel like I'm kind of well, over it, I guess, at this point. I don't really want to play TBC that much, but it depends where. If there was a good server that would work in a way that I think is good, and it would be populated and competitive, there would be a lot of good players to compete with, a lot of like players overall, so a lot of like activity in the arena, people playing threes, people playing twos, constantly different comps, you know. But at this point I'm pretty much just dreaming. Shit's not gonna happen. Even when TBC gets released on retail, which most likely it will, I think. I don't think all these things that I'm talking about will come true. Like population, yes. Competition, yes. But the game is gonna be shit, I'm pretty sure. The game will be about as good as it was on War Main, and I did not like it on War Main. Overall, the experience was nice because, yeah, as I said, a lot of people, a lot of good players, the ability to make money playing the game, which is always nice. But the game itself, you know, the way spells and talents worked, I did not like that game whatsoever. And I expect the Blizzard version, like the official version of TBC, to be the same, more or less the same as War Main. That server won't happen before Blizzard TBC in 2 years maybe. Can't wait myself either. Well, yeah, you see, I'm not quite with you on that. I'm not really... I can't say that I can't wait for that. I actually don't give a fuck. If it gets released, sure, I'll play it. If I will still be playing the game by then. Like if I'm still playing WoW or, you know, playing in general. I guess I'll play TBC on retail, sure, why not? It'll be fun, I'm sure, but it's just not gonna be... The game itself is not gonna be as good as it was on Arena Tournament, for instance. At least for me. I like the version of the game that was on AT way more than what they're about to bring out on retail or on classic or like official fucking servers. I don't know what to call them. Because what they're gonna do is try and replicate the old, you know, version of the game, so that it resembles to the max how the game was back then. And the game back then was fine because no one knew any better, but in 2019 it's just not going to be good enough in my opinion. So I'm not particularly excited about it. I myself would rather play Wrath or Mists. Like, I would be way more excited for the official version of Wrath or Mists than TBC. I actually like a server with more ally than horde, but most servers have more horde than ally. Some ally dominant servers like 80 to 20 ally to horde, and I'm playing horde. And you like that? I mean, I can see why, I guess. You sound like a classic leveling burned out. You sound like classic leveling burned you out big time. No, it's not about leveling at all. And it's not like it burnt me out. At least I don't think so. I mean, it could be the case. It's just maybe I'm not aware of it. But this, as far as I can tell, I'm okay. You know, when I was talking about how TBC, the official TBC, will not be as good as you know, some of the versions we've seen on private servers. I wasn't talking about leveling or the fact that it'll be, you know, Blizz-like in terms of like experience rates and honor and arena point gains, all those things. It's not the problem at all. I'm more concerned about like, well, specifics of how talents and spells are gonna work, or not even that, but man, I don't know, this is such fucking, English is so hard to talk, man, to speak. For me lately, I can't speak for shit, dude. It becomes so hard for some reason, or it became hard. I feel like back in the day it was easier to speak English, but these days I'm just fucking struggling, man. Maybe classic leveling did burn me out after all. Anyway, I was talking more about things like, you know, spell batching or spell delay, dynamic combat timer, dynamic diminishing returns timer, these things. Being able to hit through pillars in the arena, you know, shit like that. Shit that's Blizz-like, but was not present on most private servers, like Arena Tournament, for instance. On Arena Tournament, you had a constant timer for... like you had constant... Fuck man, how do I say? Combat timer, right? You would leave combat after 6 seconds or something, or 5.5, some shit like that. I don't remember how much exactly it was, but it was constant on Warmain, and apparently on official TBC it's gonna be like randomly between 4.5 seconds and 7.5 or some shit like that. And then DR will be randomly from 15 to 20 seconds, the way it was on Warmain. Because that is quote unquote Blizz-like, but in my opinion that's not Blizz-like, that's bullshit. Because all it does really is just makes the game that is already very random, it makes it even more random. And therefore makes it worse in the long run. Like, eventually you'll just be fucking sick of all that randomness and quit the game, like most people did on Warmain. It wasn't the reason most people quit that, maybe, I'm not sure if it was, but I know a lot of people who were not happy with how things worked on Warmain compared to other private servers. And I'm with them, I'm one of those people. I didn't like it as well. There might be tourney server. Nah, I don't know. Maybe. All those percent dispel resist and such, always a 1% chance to resist spell reflect meta gems and whatnot. A lot of RNG decided arena games. So you think that's fun? Well, I'm one of those people for whom shit like that is not fun. Shit like that is actually something that makes the game worse. I mean, don't get me wrong, there should be some randomness to the game, but there's plenty of it. There's just too much of it. There's too much randomness in TBC. With all the mace stunts, stun resists, fear resists, silences resists. You know, basically, as you said, all spells having 1% chance of resisting no matter how much spell hit you obtain or you have. There's so much randomness in the talents and spells in TBC by default. there's so much of it that you basically don't need to add any more, you know, of random elements. Like you have enough of it in talents and spells and shit. But yeah, you know, introducing those dynamic DRs, dynamic combat timers, is just making the game worse, in my opinion. That's how it was in Warmane, and we all hated it. By we, I mean me and my friends, or me and some TBC veterans. So that is my concern with official TBC. I just think that the game is not going to be as good as I've known it to be on, you know, from private servers. And there's really no reason for me or anyone else to expect that it'll be different. It'll be exactly like Classic is. With people that were playing vanilla private servers for years, completely disgusted from Classic, saying that private servers were better and all that. TBC is gonna be the same thing, you know? Not to mention I think the game itself in Season 1 and Season 2 was kinda even worse than it was in like Season 3 and Season 4. It only got better, or it only got good in, well, somewhat good, I guess, relatively, in Season 3 or Season 4, as far as I know. I mean, I'm not sure about it. I didn't play on retail TBC myself. But that's what I think is the case with the game, is that in Season 1 and Season 2 it is even more unbalanced and well, shitty, basically. So I don't know, overall, man, not excited about TBC on retail or official TBC. No, that is not fun at all. It is terrible. Well, you know, to some people it is fun, and they have a lot of fun when shit like that happens. When something that's unlikely, because, well, for instance, there's this 5%, there's this meta gem that gives you 5% chance to resist the stun, right? And say you're playing Undead Warlock, and you naturally don't have any chance of resisting stuns. But now, since you're using this meta, you have a 5% chance of resisting a stun. Well, to some people it's fun when they resist a kidney shot, for instance. They play Warlock, they resist a kidney shot, they're super happy. But if you're on the other side and you're playing a rogue, and the game will be won if you land the kidney shot, for instance, and it will be lost if it gets resisted. And you don't expect the guy to resist your kidney shot because, well, he's an undead warlock and he shouldn't have any stun resistance. So you go for that kidney shot and it gets resisted, you lose the game because of that. So it is both fun, I guess, for the warlock, because, well, wow, I resisted kidney shot and won the game because of that. Well, it's not like I resisted, it just happened to be resisted, first of all. But anyway, he thinks, wow, this is fun, this is cool, haha, or whatever. And the rogue is like super pissed, because that shit is just stupid. And yeah, eventually when you find yourself too many times in this rogue's shoes, like on his place, when all this shit that's fun for other people, I guess, happens too much to you, you know, random shit like reflecting one of your spells or resisting one of your stuns by targets that shouldn't ever resist anything. When shit like that happens to you enough times, you'll be just sick and tired of this game and quit it. Because it's like you're constantly dealing with stupidity. That's, you can only do it for so long, you know. And that's how TBC is. You could get away with all this stuff if you were playing a tier 1 comp all the time, or tier 1 class if you were playing rogue on, and then only on servers like private servers like Arena Tournament, or you know, those other good ones, or well, let's say Arena Tournament and for instance Death Side, which I consider to be the two best TBC private servers ever. And so you could get away with that shit. Like if you were playing a tier 1 class or tier 1 comp, you would be fine most of the time, because the game there on those servers was not as random, didn't have so much randomness to it, so you could keep playing it for a long time. But if you were playing like, I don't know, some weak spec on War main, if you were playing like Balanced Druid, or you know, if Fire Mage was your spec of choice and you were playing on War main, I think you would just quit after a few months, because well, you'd be constantly dealing with the stupidity of this game, and you know, you can only take so much of it, I think. So yeah, I don't know, man. Long story short, I don't think TBC retail is going to be as good, and I'm not particularly excited about it, therefore. Having said that though, I'll still play it. I'm sure I'll have fun. And yeah. Those flat percent game changers need to go. Completely resisting a 6-point kidney shot and whatnot. That's the only thing good about current retail. Is they're all modified to percent duration reduction flat. I think on retail these days there's no even such thing as flat duration reduction. All that shit is just completely gone. I think it used to work like that on Wrath and maybe other expansions. I don't remember. But right now on retail, I think maybe only orcs have that duration reduction, and well, and you can have it if you're playing with Relentless Trinket, or I forget what it's called. Yeah, I think it's called Relentless. It's like a kind of a PvP trinket, or is what you get, like a passive ability that you get in place of, like instead of a PvP trinket. that reduces all the silences and stuns and fears and shit, like CC basically. By reduces their duration by, I don't remember how many percent, 15 or 25, 20, some shit like that. Богдан, приветствую. Расскажи, как долго учил английский язык. Привет, до сих пор учу. Не знаю, не могу я сказать. Но говорить на английском и учить его так более активно я начал, наверное, лет 16, сейчас мне 26. Ну и основы какие-то грамматики, там я научился им в школе. I think orcs have stun duration reduced. Yeah, I said that. I played an alliance rogue in all of TBC. Chip shot resist, kidney shot resist, GG. Остальное время это все самообучение. Ну да. Ну, я не то, что там... Я не знаю, как сказать. Это просто так получилось. Я не то, чтобы там сильно, знаешь, как-то занимался самообучением. Я не смотрел никогда никакие видеоуроки или другие уроки. Никогда не занимался с какими-то репетиторами или с учителями. Или никогда не открывал какие-то ни книжек, там каких-то самоучителей или еще что-то. Я, ну, как-то вот без этого все это у меня делалось. То есть я просто так получилось, я не знаю. Should I maybe just skip this shit? The fucking thing won't drop. Вообще не знаю, я можно сказать, до сих пор учу английский. Хотя вот опять же, я его не учу так прям уж активно, знаешь. Ну просто иногда какие-то где-то, когда новые слова встречаются, смотрю, как они там переводятся и все такое, то есть. Ну и практикую язык в том смысле, что вот разговариваю на стриме, например, смотрю какие-то видео. Опять же, не для обучения, ну, какие-то не обучающие видео, а просто какой-нибудь entertainment, какой-нибудь контент там на YouTube. На английском подкасты какие-нибудь, например, или интервью, или что-нибудь такое. Ну, интервью реже, на английском обычно подкасты смотрю. Ну и поэтому можно сказать, что продолжаю учить. Хотя активно и не учу. А на каком уровне ты примерно сейчас? То есть можешь фильм смотреть и т.д. Все ли понимаешь? Не все понимаю. Есть очень еще много слов, которые я не знаю. Но у меня вообще на самом деле словарный запас не такой большой. Причем в целом словарный запас, ну, в общем, как бы небольшой. То есть, ну, достаточно часто бывает такое, что я не знаю значения каких слов. Бывает чаще такое, что я эти слова встречал и слышал, и как бы в контексте я могу часто додумать, что они значат, но точного перевода я не знаю. Такое чаще, ну, как бы часто достаточно бывает. Но также бывает и так, что я вообще не знаю, что за слово и типа, что оно значит, и поэтому, ну, как бы словарный запас небольшой. И активный словарный запас тоже небольшой. То есть я сам использую намного меньше слов, чем знаю. То есть, ну, не знаю, короче, как это объяснить. Ну, вот я знаю, например, не знаю, скажем, там 10 тысяч слов, но из них использую только 5 тысяч, что-нибудь типа того. Ну, например, просто. А остальные 5 тысяч, я хоть их и знаю, но в моменте, когда я разговариваю, мне как бы они, получается, на ум не приходят. Ну, как будто я, когда пытаюсь как-то выразить свои мысли, я этими словами не пользуюсь, хотя их знаю, и когда слышу, понимаю, что они значат. Ну, в общем, такая тема. Фильмы я редко смотрю на английском. Я мог бы, наверное, смотреть, но тогда пришлось бы либо... Короче, какая-то часть смысла иногда может теряться, потому что, ну, не все слова понимаю, и даже те, которые понимаю, не всегда могу различить в разговоре, потому что, не знаю, просто иногда непонятно, иногда могу не расслышать, иногда кто-то с акцентом, например, разговаривает в фильме, и из-за этого тоже сложнее понимать. Ну, короче, таких вот моментов много всяких, поэтому я не смотрю почти никогда на английском фильме. Смотрю только те, которые смотрел на русском, которые сильно понравились, и пересматриваю уже. Типа там, ну, не знаю, некоторые, в общем. Немного таких. Была у меня такая идея, что неплохо бы начать смотреть что-нибудь на английском, и, ну, какой-нибудь сериал там или фильм. Или вообще в целом, ну, не что-то одно, а в общем, просто смотреть все, что бы я не смотрел я на английском. Типа сериалы, фильмы. любые. И когда будут встречаться какие-то незнакомые слова, ставить на паузу, там как-то... Ну и так вот продолжать, короче, более активно учить язык, в общем. Останавливать там видео постоянно, переводить какие-то непонятные слова, запоминать их. Так хотел делать одно время, но что-то, блядь, лень мне, если честно, всем этим заниматься. Ну и как будто бы нету какой-то мотивации для этого тоже. Ну или даже нужды в том. Это просто, ну, я подумал, что было бы мне неплохо знать. Ну, наверное, да, но делать этого мне все равно не хочется, поэтому я это и не делаю. Если бы в этом была какая-то прямая необходимость, то, может, проще было бы. А так как ее нету, я, ну, короче, не парюсь на этот счет особо. Если когда-нибудь появится желание или необходимость, тогда да, тогда уже и посмотрим. Но пока что вот как знаю, так знаю. Хотя вообще, конечно, смотреть фильмы на английском — это совсем другое дело. То есть даже если перевод хороший, ну, дубляж какой-нибудь, если возьмем, например. Хороший дубляж все равно хуже оригинала. Всегда. Ну, или почти всегда. Может быть, есть какие-то исключения, но их почти нету, мне кажется. Просто не знаю, типа... По-моему, фильмов-то таких, которые очень хорошие, не так в целом много, чтобы это того стоило смотреть их в оригинале, что-то запариваться. Хотя, наверное, вообще много все-таки. Ну, просто, наверное, тех, которые какому-то конкретному человеку понравятся, хороших, не так много, мне кажется, в целом. Можно, пожалуйста, мне упадет эта неко уже, и я уйду отсюда? Игра, хватит меня мучить. Вот падай либо с этого, либо с того уже, и все, погнали дальше. Ты тут уже больше часа, по-моему, тусуюсь. Блять, видимо, нет. Короче, буду по 2 пулить теперь, блин. Может, так быстрее будет. Где должно быть? Да, что-то вообще, конечно, не везет мне с этим дропом. От слова совсем. Пойду на другой спот, там может какой-нибудь ПВП будет хотя бы повеселее. Wicked Claw зря продал, они сейчас нормально стоят навыки и будут расти. Окей, сейчас туда. Хотя я там немного их вроде продал. Но ставлю. Я думаю, блять, типа с такой удачей на дроп этой неки. Я еще много налутаю этих Wicked Claw. У меня уже банки даже все забито. Мне на сервере стак за 2Г уходит, но они нужны в потах. На рагу для варов и без шлема на этих же варов. А стак получается из 5, из 5, да? Ну 2Г, типа 2 голда за стак из 5, это неплохо, да? А, это ты был? Здорово, здорово. Так-то вообще мне уже, походу, даже и не надо этот квест сделать. Я убью сейчас тут. Вот тут чуть-чуть. Парочку убью, тут парочку. Чекну, может, повезет какой-нибудь РТВ залутать, или даже Black Lotus, что очень вряд ли, конечно. Ну, чекну, почему бы нет. И скипну эту хуйню, если не выпадет next с этих нескольких. Я просто типа махал сейчас в городе, и меня 3 рога сразу вскрыло, как ты умотал. Да. Бывает такое, конечно. Что тут скажешь? У вас тоже там 2 альянсовских рога шарится, ганкают. Ну вот сейчас в Винтерспринге. Я одного ёбнул, который этот... Mad Gains или что-то такое, Crazy Gains. Human рога. Он тут меня пытался убить, типа, на выходе из Винтерспринга, опиздюлился. Причем так опиздюлился вообще эпично. Наверное, расстроился после такого поражения.